Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now I've got myself a cup of tea and a cup of coffee, so let's get right into this Duskmourne House of Horror draft. Now I've actually hit Mythic, and I was actually quite proud of myself, but ever since it's not been going great. But of course the competition is fierce, and I think in a few days I will be put back to Platinum or Gold, for instance, because the reset will be monthly, if I'm not mistaken. Now, first of all, welcome to my new subscriber, number 57, I think. It's great to have you here. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to click some buttons, and if you're a regular, also feel free to. Now, the goal of this channel for me is to get better at the game. So if you have any feedback for me as you watch this video, please do let me know. And I will say my picks, why I do them, or why I don't do them. And let's see. Wow, this is actually a pretty strong pack. Nowhere to Run is decent removal. Excruciator is only good in the Reanimator deck. So for instance, white, black, or maybe black-green. Now, the other two strong cards are multicolored cards. And there's a Broodspinner and an Oblivious Bookworm. And I think out of these two, the Oblivious Bookworm is better because it just does more. But I like the Broodspinner and I like black-green as a color combination. And I have played blue-green quite a few times now. But the question is, if I'm going Broodspinner, isn't Nowhere to Run just better as an instant flash enchantment? I think both these cards are pretty specific. So I will take the Nowhere to Run because it goes into any deck, and it's probably best in something that cares about enchantment. So I'll just take the removal spell here, but passing on some pretty strong cards. Alright, Leyline, not really interested. I think the only good one might be the red one. There's a Growing Dread, which would have been very nice, of course, together with the Oblivious Bookworm. So the person to my left, King23, is probably going to go into blue-green, and I might pass him some decent stuff. Now I'll take a Final Vengeance here. There's no real creatures which impress me. I like the Fear of Failed Test, but I'm not going to pick it highly. There's also a Moldering Gem, but let's just see what we get. Another Excruciator, which is of course very good in the Reanimate deck. And you know, we might end up there, considering these white cards, but I'm not sure if I would pick it over the Murder. The thing is, this is only good if you reanimate it or cheat it into play, because when it enters, so if it's flipped up it doesn't trigger, but if it enters then you pretty much screw yourself, so that's not something you want to do. So for me it's between the Murder, the Machete and the Fear of Isolation, but white does seem reasonably open. But I do like the Fear of Isolation a lot, especially together with the Nowhere to Run. But I'm not sure if it's better than the Murder. I do prefer a creature over a removal spell. Let's just leave our options open for now. I want to know which colors are open before we commit to something, and I think the Murder is replaceable. We will probably get another Murder, but we won't get another Machete. Now there's a very late Broodspinner, and if none of these went into black-green, we might actually see the other Broodspinner as well. There's also Nerving Grasp. Now, as I said, there's another Murder, but I think, as I said before, it will come around again. So at this point, it's, are we going to go blue-green or blue-black? Now I think the Broodspinner is probably better than the Unnerving Grasp, simply because it's a body. And Surveil 2 is very strong, even if you don't get to use the ability. So I'll just take the Broodspinner here. And considering we are going green, black-green, we might actually just go 3 colors, because, you know, we can easily splash once you're in green. That's a late trapped in screen, also very late trapped. Fear of Infinity. Now, these don't really go that well together. I mean, Eerie and the thing that cares about card types is not amazing. That's a very late Fear of Abduction too. So white does seem more open than green. So since we will probably see one of the Excruciators, I think I'll take the Fear of Abduction here because it's also very good in Reanimator decks. And see if... Now there's a lot of green and there wasn't any green in the last pack. I think I'll have to pick some creatures here. Now, I will try to go blue-white Reanimator, I think. Because I think we will see an Excruciator. So I'm just going to take this. Commune with Evil is okay. But no one picks them, so I'll just take the Cultist. Alright, still nice black-green cards. We might still end up in black-green. There's an Attic and a Rat. Also Manifest Dread. And a Monstrous Emergence. I like an Attic, but it will probably come around. For now, as I said before, I think I'm just going to keep my options open. We have a Final Vengeance, so the red is pretty good with the Final Vengeance. There's another Final Vengeance. I will gladly take it. Excuse me for the vibrating phone. Now there's the Excruciator. And if you can manifest this, or if you can actually get to resurrect it from the graveyard, I think it's decent. So I will take it here. But we might actually see a second one. But then now we need to get into the Surveil stuff. Because we want a way to get this into the graveyard. Speaking of Surveil, Amalgam is pretty decent. And, you know, we could also be black-green Reanimator. And we do have a Machete, which would be nice. So I'm just going to put our two colors aside. So no one's playing Reanimator, clearly. Now I'm not sure if I want a second one of this. I think I do, actually. And we will get one of these because no one's in black-white. Now black-white's also not the strongest color combination. So let's see if we can get these into the graveyard with either goats or whatever. And then put them on the battlefield. I mean, it's 6/6 flying that draws you a card each turn. It's pretty strong. And also with the Fear of Abduction, if we play it, I think we have a decent top end. And now we just need ways to get them into our graveyard and cheat them into play. Now it is a bit of a build around, so that's what makes black-white not the strongest color combination. Because you need to do a lot of stuff. Now Broodspinner might be better because Broodspinner already surveils 2. But then you'll have to splash for the Reanimate spell if you want the white one. There's also a black one, but it's uncommon, so the odds of us getting it are slim. But I will take it if we actually get to see it. Alright, another ley line, my goodness. So we have no murder yet. There's a Torment, which is good, but there's also this Centipede. And if we take the Centipede, it will be easier for us to do what we want. Because with the Centipede, you can, for instance, splash a white Reanimate spell. And I would like Wither and Torment, but we already have 2 Final Vengeances and the Nowhere to Run. So I'll just take the Spineseeker Centipede for fixing. Okay. Now this one will probably come around and I will take it and I will splash for it. But there's another Broodspinner, which is amazing. And then we can just put all kinds of stuff into our graveyard. For instance, the Excruciator or the Fear of Abduction. I'm not sure if I'm going to play the Fear of Abduction, but... So our game plan now is... My goodness, that's not our game plan, sorry. Our game plan now is hold the board until turn 5. Make sure that we get our stuff in the graveyard and then reanimate them. But a third pick Broodspinner is crazy because we had a Broodspinner in our opening pack. So both of these guys didn't go into black-green. Unless there was a black-green rare, of course, that's possible. Alright, Shroud Stomper is very nice. And we could splash potentially, but since pretty much our deck depends on this card, I will take it here. And I will take it over the Sheltered by Coast because we do have quite some removal already. And I think the Shroud Stomper might just come around. So I'll just take the... Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, this is not the removal. This is not the Reanimate spell. Okay, well there's a Crypt, which does the same thing. I made quite a mistake there. I'll take the Crypt here, because, you know, we want to reanimate stuff. But this is to the hand and not to the battlefield. So it's not amazing, but it does its thing. Now there's the Emerge from the Cocoon, which I meant. Would love to pick up this Cornfield, but I don't think we will. So I'll take the Emerge from the Cocoon, and then we'll have the game plan. Another Centipede would be aces. And we do need some more creatures to sacrifice to the Final Vengeance. You know, I would love to get some more reds, because then we can manifest these creatures. Even though 6 black will be very difficult to flip up. If we wheel the Shroud Stomper, I will probably play it instead of one of the Excruciators. Reason being, it's easier to cast if you actually can flip it up. So this one will be very difficult for us to flip up. Cultist is okay. I think I'll take a Long Neck. It helps with getting enchantments into the graveyard, and we could use a bit of reach. Ghost Vacuum would be nice. Now we need some more Surveil, so we're not seeing any of the Watchdogs, or I'm not seeing any of them. They could be there. I'll take the Teddy here, I think. Do we care about the creature types? We have one Delirium card. Well, this is a semi-Delirium card. And I think I will take the Teddy over the Spirits, because we need an artifact, and it's this nice nice fodder to sacrifice. Now that's a Possessed Goat, which I really like here. Fear of Lost Teeth is okay. Don't think I will actually be glad to play it. This trick is not that good. Another Fear of Lost Teeth, sure. Disturbing Mirth, last pick. Okay, so there's an Arabella. There's a Thresher, which I really like. And we do care about the graveyard stuff, so I think the Thresher will be the best pick here. And wouldn't mind this one or that one just to fill the graveyard. Or maybe a Say His Name. But I'll take the Thresher here. The odds of us getting Delirium are quite big. We have 3 sorceries, 2 artifacts, 6 enchantments. Maybe an instant would be nice just to fill it. And maybe a tapped land. Oh, there's the Ghost Vacuum. That's very nice. I'll take it here. We seem to be a bit of a slow deck. And if you can exile this out of the graveyard and just make a 1/1 copy, it still draws you a card and stuff like that. So I'll take it here. I love Let's Play a Game. We do have enough creatures. I would like one more Reanimate spell though. I'll just get rid of one of those. I'll play the... Is it better than the Centipede? I think we have to pick the Centipede. I would love the Let's Play a Game, but I think we have to pick this simply to be able to play our top and white cards. And Goat will of course be difficult to play. Well, that's Broodspinner number 4. I'm not going to say no to that. Now one more Reanimate spell and I think this deck is okay. The Shroud Stomper unfortunately didn't wheel. Collected Company Put 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less from into the battlefield. Yeah, I think Collect the Company is pretty good. So I'm just going to take it. And it's an instant, so that helps with our Delirium. Okay. Val Mutilator is nice. And I will take it. We've got plenty of 2-drops, and this is a nice top-end card. Withering Torment. Very late. And I will remove the Cultist. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the a second Reanimate spell, which is unfortunate. So I think someone did actually go into Reanimate stuff. I'll take the Murder here. We don't actually have to play white. I mean, we've got a lot of other stuff which we can do. So maybe just... I don't want to cast the Excruciator. We don't have any other top-end cards. Maybe we'll get the green one. And if we do... Sporogenic Infection, my goodness. Well, I'm going to take the land here. I think we're pretty high on removal already. Let's play a game. I would love to play a game. So maybe we got to get rid of the white and the Excruciator and just be a control-y deck. But I do want to do the thing though. I think we have to try it, right? Now let's see which cards don't do anything for our whole game plan. We didn't get the tap land. We do 4 instants, so I think it will be pretty easy for us to get the Delirium. So I think we can get rid of the... Maybe not play the Fear of Abduction. It's just too good. But then the Excruciator is just a pain. I think we have to drop the Excruciator. No, we have so much reveal. We can't. So let's see. We have removal spells. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's plenty. So I'm just going to get rid of 1 Final Vengeance. I'm not going to get rid of the Thresher. I don't think the Amalgam will do a lot. And now I need to drop a non-creature card. Crypt is going to be pretty good for us. Collected Company is amazing. Machete is also good. Maybe the Nowhere to Run. We don't have any eerie triggers, and I think the other removal that we have is stronger. So this is the deck, it seems. I think we can play one white less and play 1 black more. Okay. Because we've got plenty of ways to find them in our deck. But once we mill 2 of our planes, we'll have a problem. Because then we won't be able to at least cast our... what's it called? Fear of Abduction. Don't forget to stay hydrated. I think one of the reasons that I'm not really rising in the ranks within Mythic is because I keep falling for fun stuff to do instead of good stuff to do. Because I think if I had just gone black-green, don't care about Reanimate, I think the deck would have been way better. Well, I don't think we can keep this, which is unfortunate. Well, let's just hope to draw a green source. It's something with the fear of abduction. I remember the last game, I don't think I uploaded the video, but I had the fear of abduction in my opening hand every time. Well, just a forest to unlock our whole hand. Yep. That's not land. Yep. Well, I want to do something with my mana, so I'm doing the sorcery because it will be more difficult for us to get a land into the graveyard than a sorcery. But this is not how I want to spend my mana, of course. It still isn't. Yeah, this is just very annoying. Mulligan. Mulligan down to 6. And then just not drawing lands. It's not over. I mean, it's far from over. We can jump for at least a few turns. And let's just do the red. And now we'll hit 2 forests. You'll see. Well, 1 forest. Well, at least we've got the Excruciator in the graveyard. Oh, come on. Well, at least now we can block the Plaything if he attacks again. Okay, well, we cannot. Guess I'm taking 6. He smells blood and he should pressure me more. Oh, please. Sure. Taking 5. No, I don't think we can get back from this. Yep. It's not even the right color. I'm just going to try for one more turn and going to chump the Fear of Immobility, kill the Plaything, but he might have a counterspell. The reason I said good game is because I thought it was over, but at least we have Delirium. But I fear it's a bit too late, even if we draw the, my goodness, 3 of them. Yeah. Alright, well, that's what happens, just bad luck. I hope it's not going to be all 3 games bad luck, because then it will be very difficult to win. Okay, well, this is much better. It is slow, must admit, but 2-drop from the top would be amazing, especially a Broodspinner. But you know. Oh, would you look at that? Especially a Broodspinner. Don't need double green, I'll keep the white. That's how it's done. Alright, well, you can kill my Broodspinner, that's fine. I've got 3 more. And I can return it next turn and play it. Or I could have played it this turn, but this is more of a threat. Sure. So that's how it feels to actually be able to cast spells when you draw cards. So next turn we can actually do 3 things, I think. Seems like he has nothing. So let's just get a 2/2 Zombo. Get back the Broodspinner. We have a Murder. He might have a board wipe, which we should. Right. Would have loved to surveil that one into the graveyard. I think it could be pretty good to make him discard his last 2 cards, and we already have the Murder in hand. Don't need to play the plains. I will use my Murder, probably to kill the Fear of Immobility unless he plays something else. And if he has a protection spell, so be it. Now the Let's Play game is actually pretty good, because it can kill the Veteran Survivor. But I think it's better just to get rid of his 2 cards out of his hand. And then I have to play a land, because otherwise he might counter it. So let's just do that. So next turn we will probably sacrifice the Broodspinner. We're getting there, mana-wise. Yeah, I'll just attack with Zombie now. Maybe I should have done it as well last turn. But since I'm keeping the Broodspinner back. This is not even as a instance as sorcery speed, so that's actually pretty good. It doesn't have the double blue for the Roaring Furnace. Oh, it will be so terrible to hardcast the Excruciator. He will deal 6, we'll deal 5. I think we can outrace this. But would love to draw something playable here. For instance, the Reanimate spell or whatever. I think I'll just sacrifice the Steaming Sauna because he doesn't have double blue. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I hope he doesn't have another land. Oh, does he have enough? Oh my goodness. Well, now we cannot win the race anymore. We'll have to keep 2 back. That is actually pretty nice. So this is whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard. So I think I'll just attack with 3. Maybe I should have attacked with 4, so that I could leave 4 flyers up to finish him off this turn. I need to block with a one of the flyers at least, and probably the zombie that I will make at instant speed. So the Menace is very annoying. I assume he will put it on a 4-3, would be the best thing. And I am just going to get the Broodspinner. Now we have lethal, of course, but he probably has something else. Oh, he actually has 2 something else's. Yeah, we really need to draw some action. Yeah, this is very annoying. So I think we can do both. Oh, it probably has what is it called? Summoning Summoning Sickness. Okay, well, let me think. He will probably attack with a lot. Next turn we can Broodspinner and, you know, make a lot of flyers again. That has to stay alive. So we can block that, we can jump that, double block that. Yeah, I think we can't really attack here. I have to block with all my creatures because I want to sacrifice the Broodspinner next turn. But man, we're drawing a lot of lands. Oh, if that's a big dude, we're just dead. I think it is. Yep, double strike, flip it up. Yep. Very much flooded. Maybe I'm just going to cut the white cards and probably play 1 land less because we don't have an amazing top end. I'll just add the attic for card draw, nowhere to run as removal, and another Final Vengeance. Let's see if this improves anything. So far, not the most luck of the world. I mean, first game, no lands. Second game, only lands. And I'm not sure if I could have played that differently. Yeah, Ragged Playmate can be very nasty. Alright, well, loving this, keeping this. Probably going to start with the Broodspinner. Maybe I should just put in only the Reanimate spell and not the Fear of Abduction, because now we have the Excruciator, which we cannot put onto the battlefield unless we manifest it. Keeping the Centipede because I want to draw my 4th land. I guess the Broodspinner will die soon. Could just destroy that, but I don't really care about the Broodspinner dying. We've got some more. So just grasping Longneck for more damage, because if he spends his whole turn killing the Broodspinner, we can deal 4 to him. And if he doesn't, then we can kill whatever he plays and just keep attacking. Okay, that's interesting. So we can... I don't need to kill the Centipede anymore because I found a land. So we've got two plays. If I play the Torment, it's not amazing, but I could kill the artifact. And I'm not sure if I care about the trading the Grasping Longneck for the creature. This really helps with Delirium. I think we just put some pressure. That's unfortunate. Yep. That is unfortunate. Would have loved to have the Let's Play game in our hand, because we're already at 3 out of 4 Delirium. And with this Withering Torment we can be at Delirium at instant speed. Probably just rolling out the Centipede next turn. Maybe do some attacks in our favor. I think Broodspinner is about to die. Let's attack first. He's going to use the Bear Trap. At least he should. Okay, he's not. He's just taking damage. And I'm just going to take another swamp. We don't have any double green, but we do have... what's it? 6 black. Even though it's in the graveyard. We can get it back at some point. Right. So he has to play multiple blockers and use the Bear Trap. Otherwise this is a win with our removal in hand. He has to kill both the Longneck and the either of these two. But I think he could. I mean, he maybe has an Unable to Scream and or a Meat Locker. Yeah, that's a good game. We kill the FOMO and we attack for 4. Alright, well, it did work better, but I think I will still put in at least some white for the Reanimate spell, or just remove the Excruciator. I think we just remove the Excruciator. And put in something else, which might be nice. Slasher, Amalgam. Amalgam is nice. Or maybe the Strength. I think it... I've never played with the Fnatic Strength, but I think it could be pretty good. Yeah, I don't really care about the Saw. Alright. There's a chance. Protein for days. Don't seem to be many people online playing, by the looks of it. Alright, next game. Yes, please. Keep. With top 6 card, put 2 creature cards. Okay. So I'm just going to keep that up, but this seems very good. Yeah, I think I need the Surveil. I just want to toss out my lands. I will not toss out the Let's Play game. I think it could be pretty good against blue-white. Especially if he has the Gremlin Trainer, for instance. Sure. Collected Company will be very nice. I just want to use all my mana, so I'm just going to play the Centipede. Next turn just block the 2-2. And if he wants to equip something to it, then that's fine. And we'll get 3 damage. Okay, sure. No. I think we'll get it soon enough. That's very nice. So no removal spells just yet. But I think I'm just going to play the Broodspinner. See if we can get some... Ooh, that's all very nice. We will have an artifact in the graveyard soon, so I'm just going to keep the machete, I think. And I think I also would like the Nowhere to Run. So play a Teddy now, just so next turn I can do both things. And I'm not going to block with the Centipede, so I might as well attack. And if he does double attack with the face down card, I will just double block. I mean, I don't care about the Broodspinner dying. We're at 15 already, so... I mean, we can get the Broodspinner back. Sure, that's all. It's okay. I don't want to play Collected Company yet, so I'm trying to do this before combat, just so I know if he has a counterspell. Okay, he doesn't. Attack with both. Helps us with Delirium. I like it very much. And now I'm going to return the Broodspinner. Now he might have split up or whatever, some kind of... Okay, sure. Well, that did cost us a lot of mana. So I think I'm just going to play the... Oh, that has to die. We don't have any way to kill it. Oof. So we need to get instant or sorcery or enchantment into a graveyard. We can get an instant into the graveyard. I think if I attack, he won't block. But this is going to be very annoying. Let's Play game will be good against all the flyers. I wanted to use all my mana, or at least most of it. So I'm just going to Broodspinner again. See if we can get the Delirium. Don't really care about the Spineseeker Centipede nor the land. Play another one. Don't care about the Innocuous Red, and I will keep that land on top. And I'm just going to return the... I don't really care about getting too many 2/2s. So I'm just going to return the Centipede now. I think he's going to get rid of one Broodspinner. Oh, he's going to get rid of 2 Broodspinners. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Next turn we'll get 9 damage. I hope he gets aggressive, but we need something. That is an enchantment, so that helps. Okay. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. So next turn we can do Let's Play a game. But we still don't have anything against the Ghostly Dancers. We really need a hard removal spell. So let's kill the Surveyor. I shouldn't have done that. Now I can't kill his whole board. Let's keep on the pressure. Hope he whiffs. Okay, well that's not too bad. He can only attack for 3. We've got 2 more turns. +1, +0 and Death Touch. I think we still have to attack with both. And keep up Collected Company. Okay, well, we really need to hit something of the Collected Company. And I hope he doesn't hit an enchantment. He hits an enchantment. Yeah, well, I think now it's over. The 5 toughness of the Ghostly Dance is really, really hurting us so much. I mean, it's not over yet, I guess. Okay. Now we can sacrifice the Broodspinner for a lot. So that might actually help us. But we've got so many targets to block. Oh, that's actually nice. I'm not going to do that. Could do this, and I can play the Ghost Vacuum, but not that one. Okay. This is a super Broodspinner. Now we can't get any... I have to use the Broodspinner, so otherwise I would have done the whole Ghost Vacuum thing. It's always got to be something like that. What is this deck? Well, I guess we're just chomping. Oh wait. Can block one with the Innocuous Rats. I mean, if we pick a nice manifest card and maybe a removal spell, we can still win. Big creature, please. Very big creature, thank you. Now removal spell, please. I'm just going to exile oh, that's not a removal spell, that's unfortunate. So this has trample and it costs 7 to flip up. 3. Why are these lands so annoying? Alright. 3, 8, 9 lands. So we only have 2 spare. We do have that one. If this attacks alone, yeah, I don't think we can actually manage it. Man, that was so close though. Oh, that's even the wrong one. Never mind. Okay. Well, that didn't really go as planned, even though the black-green deck was way better than the splashing white. However, I mean, if you're up against such an opponent and you can't kill the ghostly dancers within a few turns, it's just over, just like this was. But if we had top deck removal spell, we would have won still. Thank you for watching. If you like what I did, feel free to click some buttons, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.